Ladies and germs, welcome to this week's episode of the Screen Peek Podcast. I hope you enjoy some talk about some video games and some movies, and you're gonna have a good old time.
I could have edited it. Whatever. Can you hear me now? Yeah, that's. I was thinking you could now.
You know what I can't hear?
What?
This.
Because you're not doing it like you were doing it.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It'll be fine.
He's conscious of it now. Now he has to spend extra attention.
You didn't say anything till I started talking and laughing, so it's okay.
Okay. No, there's an Indiana Jones thing that these kids made for like every summer that they had, where all they were doing was recreating the first movie, shot by shot. And there's like this whole documentary about it. It's really cool. The documentary shows them as they're like 30 or whatever now, like as they're adults, like trying to do the one scene that they couldn't do in the Indiana Jones movie, and they're trying to get funding for it and stuff. So
what was the one scene?
The one scene was they're in the airfield and there's the plane. And Indiana Jones is fighting the big German guy, like fist fighting him and stuff. They're doing that because it has a lot of pyrotechnics as well.
Oh,
and there's the huge plane thing. So that's what that is.
Why not just use camera perspective? Your little toy plane, put it really close to the camera.
I think the story goes on to be like the members kind of fell apart, or they fell out of their friendships and stuff like that. They got older, they went to college or whatever. So I think it was more of that than a problem with them actually filming the scene.
So there's a fundraiser to put them back together?
It's not a fundraiser. They literally go and do what producers do, which is they'll go to people that have money and they'll ask them, "Hey, can you give us money to make this thing?" It's what that's a producer's job. The producer is the money person in a movie, and that's all they do. They literally all just give money to the project. That's all they do.
I like the idea better of getting funding to get it so old friends can hang out again. We need some money so we can hang out and make a movie again. If y'all can make that happen, that would be.
Could it be really weird now? We were 8 when we started filming this, and now we're like 30. So
no, that's how it is. They grow up like as the thing goes on. The first scene though of the documentary is them in some dude's house, like some rich dude's house. He's like, "So I'm gonna be giving you guys money, and you're gonna be filming this scene, and I'm not going to get any. There is no return for me." And they were trying to explain it to him, pitch him the idea, and it's like, what you're doing is you're helping us fulfill a dream that we've had ever since we were kids. And he's like, "Okay, I like what you guys are doing." Like he's some like Texas man as well. He's like, "Alrighty then." He's like, "I guess I understand." Welcome to the 8th episode of the Screen Peek Podcast. This is the Mother's Day podcast.
Sure.
It's Mother's Day for us. It's not going to be Mother's Day on Wednesday when this podcast comes out.
Be like, this is the mother of all podcasts.
Javon, that would have been too easy, and I didn't think of it. So, so yeah.
Number 8.
This is number 8. We're almost at 10. We're almost there.
Who would have thought we could have almost made 10 of these?
I know.
Without something going horribly, horribly wrong.
Something goes horribly wrong every single time. Like, as far as quality goes.
Almost every time, Devin has to yell at Javon about something before he hits the record button.
Almost every time.
It's usually the same thing.
It's almost like... it's almost like I had to do it and we were recording, and then I had to do something, then cut that recording, and then start the podcast over again. Welcome to the 8th episode. Just in case I've cut it at this point. You guys do anything for Mother's Day?
Yeah. I called my mom up and said Happy Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, she's not here, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Drove over to my grandparents' house and gave my grandmother a card from another family member who didn't give it to her.
What?
We had a get-together here for my grandmother's birthday, like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
I got a family that lives out of town, And so she gave us the card to give to her. She gave the card to us to give to our grandmother on Mother's Day.
Okay.
So I drove over and gave that to her. Didn't give her a card myself, but that's fine.
Put it in the mailbox?
Nope. Just didn't do that
Okay.
at all. Just walked in and said, hey.
Apparently they didn't either because they've never heard of the mail.
What?
Because they could have done the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, this was like a 2 foot by 1 foot card.
Oh.
It's one of those
Okay.
freaking massive
It
things.
was a big card.
Yeah.
Should have folded it then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bunch of
it's-
creases.
They probably would have had to pay special packaging.
Yeah.
I don't have any money, so I didn't. I usually get my mom flowers every Mother's Day, last Mother's Day, or for her birthday. I think it was for her birthday. I got her something from Sherry's Berries, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, our sponsor this week. No, I wish. I got her truffles, is what I got, because they have truffles. These are just like little chocolate
Is that the crap that
pieces of chocolate.
the pigs have to dig up?
What?
It's a thing. It's
Yeah,
true.
I know what he's talking about.
I don't know.
That's
what
what you have to
it's
get
You use
pigs.
pigs and they sniff for truffles because they're buried in the ground.
No. So
Truffles are
anyway,
buried in the ground, and the best animals to dig them up are pigs. You train
anyway,
pigs to go get truffles out of the ground.
I got my mom.
And you get super rich off of it.
I got my
Yeah.
mom chocolate truffles. They came in like a thing of 8. She got them, put it on the counter or
It's a
whatever.
good resource in Civ.
She walked away. The dog ate them all. As my dog ate all the chocolate truffles, and like we're like, great. Do I need to make the dog throw up now? Like, what do I do? And so like I looked online to see how poisonous this amount of chocolate was, and apparently she could have ate like a pound of chocolate and been fine.
Yeah.
And of course there wasn't a pound of chocolate in the truffles that were there. So
Chocolate isn't that bad for dogs.
it's honestly not. It's almost a myth that like chocolate will kill dogs. It's poisonous to them, but just a certain amount is poisonous. Like, a certain amount of alcohol is poisonous to humans.
Can their body not process it, or why is it poisonous? Do you know?
Yes.
They
Their
can't
body can't
process it?
process it right.
Right. I gave her a pepperoni the other day, and it's the same thing. I gave her one. I was like, wait, this is uncured meat. I wonder, can she have uncured meat? I looked it up, and it was like, you can give her like 1 or 2 pieces, but no more than that. Because once again, it's like her body can't process it.
So that means it sits in their stomach for a while, or what?
I guess.
I guess I don't know.
I guess so. He's the one that said unprocessed. I don't know.
I said unprocessed?
Yeah, you said unprocessed, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you said it.
And
I don't
he
know.
agreed. So
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But then she ate all that, and I was like, all right. And so then I bought my mom actual Sherry's Berries because I didn't know if she actually liked strawberries dipped in chocolate. But then I asked her, and she was like, yeah, I'd love that. And so I went and bought her those, and she was like, you didn't have to buy me that. It's like, well, I did actually, because the damn dog ate the things I did buy for you.
Did you eat any of them?
Sherry's Berries?
Yeah.
Did I? I can't remember. I want to say I did.
Were they good? You clearly don't remember.
I can't
so
remember.
They weren't that
I
lasting.
would say they
impression.
weren't that good.
I might have not. I don't know. No, I don't think I did.
Well,
Huh.
what did you all do
well.
for Mother's Day?
Oh, no. They came, I didn't want to. They came with like a tiny box of caramels as well. I ate a caramel. That's what I ate.
Ah,
There you go. A salted, what do they call it? Like just a salted caramel thing? Sea salt caramel, whatever. I ate that. I ate that. What did you do for Mother's Day? Either of you? You just came from your thing.
No, I've been at home all day,
Okay.
and my mother was at home for most of the day
Okay.
doing like nothing, which in my mind is I'm giving her a good Mother's Day. I'm not asking her to do nothing, and she just gets to sit around and do nothing, so
Okay.
she's probably happy. And then I was waiting on her. Her and my father went out, and we weren't 100% sure where they were going, but I'm pretty sure they just ended up going to get some food, and then on their way back was supposed to be bringing all the kids food, and then going shopping for something.
Okay, I'm very confused why we had to wait so late at night to do the podcast. Because I asked you, when would you be free? And
Because-
what you're telling me is that you've been free all day and haven't been doing anything.
No, what I'm saying is my family never gave me any kind of direct answer.
Whether what they were doing. Okay.
Yeah. Like, whenever you texted me, I walked back in there to my mother and said, hey, are we doing anything for Mother's Day? And she said, I don't know, maybe your father's on his way home from work right now. I missed him coming in the door, apparently. But then I figure out, and then I kept getting told, we might go out to eat.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm just like, okay, and I'm waiting for it. So I just spent the day like waiting to see if anything was going to happen.
Okay.
Then eventually we got fed, and it was like, okay, that's probably not going to happen soon then, maybe a little bit later. Okay, and I kept waiting. And then it was y'all want to go to El Charro's if, your mother goes. And I just said, I can't eat because my allergies now, so I can't eat.
So it really didn't matter whether you went out or not. You just...
Yeah. Like, in the end, I literally could have been here all day, and it wouldn't have mattered at all. But I was trying to, hang around just in case they did so, and then they never gave me a direct answer. I was going to come sooner, because I was trying to head out, close to around 9:30 or so.
Yeah.
And then that's whenever, because I didn't know where they had gone, and I was like, let's hit that time. I'm done waiting, because I'm not going to make my friends wait just because no one's giving me a direct answer. And then,
well, because another thing was I was super confused because you didn't say that, I don't know because they don't know. And that wasn't clear
I think
on the
I
phone.
misunderstood what your first text meant, because I was just like, you said you have a timeline. Were you
said
asking?
have a timeline.
You're
the one that said the timeline.
No, you said something about a timeline, and then I said
time frame. Can you give me a time frame?
Or a time frame or whatever, and I was
a frame
just
of time in which you would be free.
He's pulling out the phone.
That's what I meant. That's what time frame means. I don't know. I don't even know if I still have the text. I probably deleted it already.
I know I do.
Javon, do you know who we were waiting on to do the podcast? We were waiting for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes? Oh, I'm sorry.
I know, man.
I was like, I was here before you, so I don't know what the problem was.
I had to go pick up Jonathan. Don't give me shit.
Still here before you.
If you had picked up Jonathan, I would have taken off an hour. Be like, picked up Jonathan. I'm gonna give him an hour. It's fine.
Restaurants are way busier on Mother's Day than they are on Father's Day.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna make the mother cook on Mother's Day.
My mom did. She cooked barbecue.
Did she? That
Nice. Is that what you did? Have your mom cook you barbecue?
Well, no. I slept in all day, and I woke up to barbecue, and then I took her and my aunt out to the movies.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What'd you see?
Guardians.
Nice. Good Mother's Day movie.
Yeah. There's a mother that
All
dies
about
in
the
that
father.
movie.
The father was way more interesting and important than the mother.
Kurt Russell's awesome. I love Kurt Russell. I'm so glad he was in this movie. I'm also glad that Sylvester Stallone was in this movie. And that maybe he'll be in future movies. Maybe.
Are we moving on to Guardians talk now?
Well, Javon, do you have the text? Do you know what it says?
Oh, yeah, I found it. And it's, other than the fact that I put line instead of frame, you asked, could I do it? And I went and asked, came back, said, I got my answer, so I texted you. Yeah.
Tell him what my text is, and then tell him what your text is, specifically.
That's kind of hard to do, because I have to keep going back and forth on my old phone. But if you really want me to, let's go.
Just what I said. I said, can you give me a time frame? I believe is what I asked.
First thing, can you do the podcast tonight?
Not the whole goddamn conversation. I mean the two lines of text I wanted.
Nope, because can you do the podcast tonight? I said, yeah. He said,
minutes.
Cool. What time are you free?
Yeah, what time? Ask for a time. Are you waiting for me to talk?
No, I have to.
He has to go from his sent to his inbox.
Yeah.
And back and forth.
I wasn't even
That's how old this phone
I
is.
wasn't even thinking about that.
And
When you said, what time are you free? I said, not 100% sure, but I assumed it'd be later, and my mother said I'd be free.
That's fine.
All right.
But you said later, and so I was like, can you give me a time frame? Like 11 o'clock to earlier than 11 o'clock?
But I told you I'd be free. And you said, hold on. Oh, wait, that's the other, okay.
So he has an old flip phone,
It's so old.
and you delete every single message you get.
I said I'd be free. And what you said was, you have a time frame.
You have a
I
question mark?
I
You
took
have a
that
time
as,
frame?
you have a time frame? Like, That's how I read it because you
come
put
on.
you have a time frame. Not do you have a time frame?
but it's a question.
Could you give me a time
Oh,
frame?
my
You
God.
put you have a time frame.
Fucking Javon'd it.
You
It's so fucking technical that it's somehow my fault. This is what Javon does.
I'm not saying it's your fault. Look, I read. That's how I read it.
This
was
is how
you
this,
have a time frame.
No, this is what this is. This is what this is turning into. We went to the movies once, and I told him to go to the movies. What was it? What was it, Trey? That I said.
Don't bring Trey into this.
Don't trust my memory.
You're like, what time are we going? And I said, oh, we're going at this time. Like, we're going at 6 o'clock. Like, that's the time of the movie.
No.
You took it as, oh, that's what time I should leave for the movie. Why would I tell you when to leave your house to go to the movie?
I said, when are we going?
Yeah, 6. That's when we're going. Because that's when the movie starts. Not when you're specifically going.
Because I said, when are we going?
Because I can't tell you when to go.
You could have said the movie starts at. Not,
And he was
we're
late.
going
And
at
he
this
was
time.
late because of it. Is that my fault, Jonathan? Is that my fault? That's not my fault.
It should have been. You should have texted him.
When
drove
are
by
we-
his house. Been like, traffic's quite low.
Time to fucking
You
go.
live right here, you can leave.
You say, this is what time the movie starts. It's like, when are we going? I
Based
don't know
on
when
where-
we're going.
Based on where
Where you
you
going
live and the traffic and the time of day.
Well, Trey's got to leave, at least 20 minutes early. So he's going to go. At
Also, when
5:40.
this happened, weren't you all still at the apartment?
No.
When was this?
It was before that, I want to say. This was like.
I don't remember.
Nah, this was sooner.
Nope.
What does it
Nope.
matter if we were at the apartment?
Because then I could have been over the apartment and then we would have all been able to go. Like, if I knew what time y'all were headed out,
It was sooner.
if I wanted to know what time the movie started, I'd have said, what time does the movie start?
Guardians was all right. I didn't pay. I didn't pay enough attention to the movie to really remember anything about it.
That's good.
I don't. No, it's not.
I know.
Well, it's good in two aspects. Like Javon appreciates it because I can't say that it's a bad movie.
He can't get mad at it.
Yeah, I can't get mad at it, but like I just can't remember it. So I just watched it differently. I watched it like Javon, which is brain dead.
Yep. And did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I guess.
There you go.
I kind of latched on to the fact that there are kind of like stupid jokes in that movie, and it was just like But I liked pretty much everything else about it.
There you go. So you can enjoy yourself.
Did you like Baby Groot?
Couldn't pick it apart. I don't care. I don't
You're
understand
asking the wrong person. You should have asked Nick about Baby Groot.
I'm sure Nick loved Baby
his
Groot.
favorite character that the studio made up.
Yeah, I'm sure he loved Baby Groot.
The studio wrote out. So we're gonna have Groot be a baby now.
He better not eat too much. He's made out of wood. He's extremely flammable.
I don't understand.
Don't eat too many calories.
I don't understand like why a Groot now acts like a baby, just because he's a baby. I mean, wasn't he an adult before?
What's really strange is
if you think about it, he wasn't that bright before anyway.
Yeah, but he's not like totally a baby. Like he just acts like a baby.
No, but what? Maybe it was a case of like they got the little leftover piece and they're just regrowing a new Groot.
You're just saying that like their species does that maybe. They go through the same.
No, I guess.
They go through like life cycles like that. I guess that would be all right.
Yes.
what's really
Like
strange.
like a phoenix, like
Yeah,
bring it up out of the ashes.
What's
I
really
guess. It
strange
starts over
is
as
he-
a baby.
is the inverse of a real baby, in which he knows how to talk fluently, but can't understand language, whereas babies learn language before they can speak it.
that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's talking to Raccoon like full sentences and stuff, but he can't comprehend what Raccoon says to him,
So I haven't seen the first one, but
unlike a kid.
why can Raccoon know what he says?
The raccoon's name is Rocket, and Rocket's character was a science experiment
Yeah,
on Earth or whatever. There's the line in the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
It wasn't
like,
Earth, was it?
I don't know.
He's a raccoon, so
it's
we
a
would
raccoon.
assume, but they don't ever say Earth. I don't
Yeah,
think.
but it's like they took me apart, put me back together over and over and over again is what happened to him. Like they just engineered him to make him
It's like cybernetically enhanced.
something like that. I don't know.
But
Interesting.
So he
Still
can do
doesn't
that.
answer my question.
I know.
I'm assuming
Yes,
they
I forgot his
programmed
question.
that into his system, whatever. Also, him and Groot were like buds, so
wow.
he'd been around him long enough. Maybe he just picked up on
Same,
Groot's.
same way Han and Chewie can talk.
Yeah.
They've just been together forever.
I think there's part of Groot's story is that he comes from a world where they're all trees, and it's something where like he was either exiled from his world or he's like the last of his kind. So very much like Chewie, to where he's like the last of his kind. I
Is
assume every single other Wookiee died.
Why?
I don't know,
Why would you assume that?
just because
That's
episode
a
3.
pretty big assumption.
No, they won
episode
that
3.
fight.
They just genocide.
They did win that fight.
They won the fight.
No, they just escaped.
Yoda did.
Yeah, that's
He
not a win.
escaped. He escaped
That's
the clones. He
that's-
didn't escape the droids. The clones were turning on him.
Would they not turn on the Kashyyyk people?
Why would they?
Because they're
Is that their name, Kashyyyk?
the
Kashyyyk was
Wookiees.
the planet.
Because they're trying to. Why wouldn't they? I don't understand. They're
I'm pretty sure
they're
the
becoming the
code-
bad guys anyway,
The
though.
code was to kill off the Jedi.
It had nothing to do with the civilians.
They
They're
didn't
not
have
really
to bother.
civilians, though. I don't know.
They are civilians. They're just army of the Kashyyyk.
Army. That's not civilians.
They're members
just-
of the Empire, newly formed.
I
Empire.
guess they now are. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. It's like Yoda's there. They're obviously helping Yoda. Why wouldn't they just all just be like, all right, kill him?
They were
Yoda-
helping the clones too.
Not a genocide, I guess, but yeah.
They were helping the clones as well.
Okay, cool. There are Wookiees. Also, I should have thought about the Christmas special as well.
Yeah, his whole family.
His whole family
His whole
is there,
family.
so
Man, we gotta watch that, you guys.
I've never seen the Christmas special.
I have not.
Are you aware of it?
No.
I am aware of it.
You're not aware of the Christmas special?
No, only because of
no,
that
I
We're Out video.
The Christmas special is a Star Wars thing. Back when the very first Star Wars came out, like this following year, they had back in the day, they had a lot of Christmas specials on TV.
Yeah.
It's a variety show.
It's very much a 70s thing
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
Yeah, I understand the concept.
Okay. Well, there was one for Star Wars. They had Harrison Ford and Luke and
Yeah.
all the people and Chewbacca. And it's one of the worst pieces of garbage you have ever seen on TV.
They go-
It's so bad.
It starts out with like Han going into Chewie's home, and he's like, "Hey, it's been a while," and then all the conversation is Han sometimes saying English stuff, and
No,
everybody
you're
else
wrong.
just doing grrr,
You're
just
wrong.
doing that. Really?
Yeah.
I've only ever watched that part.
Okay, well, you're wrong. Anyway,
Okay.
I'll tell you about it. Red Letter Media did a thing on it. You gotta watch
I
it.
thought it was right.
The concept is Life Day is going on.
Yeah.
Life,
Life
Day.
Day.
It's some sort of Wookiee holiday. It's a Christmas special show. It's Christmas for Wookiees or whatever.
Okay.
Life Day's going on. Han and Chewie have to get back to Chewie's family so they can celebrate Life Day with them.
Yeah.
Whatever. They're on a Millennium Falcon flying in.
Not wrong so far.
Then it cuts to the Wookiee family just hanging out for 20 minutes.
Oh wait, Han's not there.
No.
Oh, I
Him
thought
and
he was
Chewie are
there
flying
more.
in. They're
Oh,
not there
okay.
yet. They got to get there quick for Life Day.
Oh, okay.
Cuts to Chewie's kid and Chewie's
His kid?
yeah, his kid, his wife, and his grandfather. All the Wookiees are living there, doing whatever, for like 20 or 25 minutes.
That's canon, by the way.
Yeah, 20 or 25 minutes, just talking in Wookiee speak. No subtitles, no nothing. They're just roaring back at each other, just doing stuff.
Yep.
For 20 minutes, and then it's the worst thing. And then like the Chewie's kid's name is Lumpy. That's his name.
No.
He's the 8th dwarf.
His name is Lumpy.
Lumpy.
He turns on a thing that looks like the chessboard on the Millennium Falcon, the chess thing.
Yeah.
He turns on that thing. Circus Delay starts happening, a little thing, because it's a variety show that's supposed to be entertaining.
What did you just say?
Circus Delay, or however you say
Cirque
it.
Soleil.
Sure, that I don't know. I've never seen it written down. I've only heard it.
Sure.
So
It's okay. I understood what he meant.
yeah. That happens.
I honestly didn't.
The Grandpa Wookiee Itchy watches porn of a black lady singing. They cut to a screen of, here's a shot of Tatooine. Appreciate how terrible their lives are, so you can feel better. And then and then it cuts to a song in the cantina. It's just then Then Lumpy watches a instructional video on how to work like a piece of equipment, like a computer-looking thing.
Oh, how to use a...
How to use it.
Oh, I
many
think
times
they
have
literally
you seen this?
work
'Cause you're
as a
going in,
piece
like,
of equipment.
No, sorry. Look, watch the instructional video for like 20 minutes on how to use this computer thing that doesn't exist in real life, but you're sitting there watching this Wookiee kid try watching a video on how to use this thing. It's the worst garbage ever. And Luke was in it, and he was after his car accident, so he looks awful. And he had his hair like all combed over his forehead, and he had like makeup on like crazy. Anyway, this thing is so bad. The only copies of it you can find are bootleg copies, like copies of. It's like somebody who happened to record it back in the day.
Yeah.
And like George Lucas has been asked about it a bunch of times. He says, "If I had the time and a hammer, I would go around and smash every copy." He hates it. But reportedly, the guy who actually made it, like the director or whatever, swears that he was sending dailies, like reports of what they were doing daily, to George Lucas, and he had to approve everything, supposedly. So supposedly he knew what was going on, but it's the worst thing, and we gotta watch it tonight.
Yeah, we
or
got
some
to.
point.
We could
They got a red letter
watch that.
media thing on it.
Yeah.
You can just watch
Do you have
that.
a copy of it? Or
No, I don't. It's terrible.
That's awesome.
It's so bad, it must be watched.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
one
can't
of those things.
appreciate how bad it is until you watch it. It's truly terrible.
I do love things like that. I do like watching movies that are like, this is bad, and like you can see that they tried to make this a good movie, and it's just very laughable. I really like movies like that, like
Like The Room.
The Room, or you know The Room.
That's the video we watched about it.
Yeah, we watched a video about The Room. I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
Or like that one movie,
think it
Samurai Cop.
Samurai Cop, same vein, yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very just laughable, like
Yeah.
terrible movie. And like there are some movies that like try and do that thing, like Kung Fury. You remember Kung Fury?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But like
They knew they were making it bad.
they knew they were making it bad, and so
The point was to be bad.
so it kind of like takes the charm away from that movie, even though that movie's still kind of funny, but it kind of just goes on too long, even though it's only 40 minutes long.
A little bit.
But they're like a lot of funny concepts.
Red
in that
Letter Media
movie,
did an
so-
interview with the head actor in Samurai Cop
Really?
to get his, like, what did you think was going on kind of stuff. Like,
Well, he knew, right? I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of the acting was really bad,
yeah.
because he was
Yeah.
fed up with it the way it was going on. So he wasn't trying.
I like that style of acting,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it's like purposely make it bad because it's funny.
Yeah.
Unlike in some movies where it's like, they're just doing a bad job. That's kind of sad.
Yeah. But Guardians, good movie.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Marvel movies, I think.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
This new one?
This new one, yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I would say that the first one was better, but I honestly can't remember the first one either.
I
It's
don't
just
think
been
the
too
first one
long.
was better. I like the second one.
Kurt Russell was awesome. I'm glad we got to see his face in the planet, because that's a cool thing from the comics.
No.
And like they showed the planet the first few times, and I was like, man, there's no face in that planet. That kind of sucks. And then they actually show the face in the planet. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That looks cool.
Can you remind me who Thanos is again? Because
Th-
it's familiar, but I can't.
Thanos is a purple god,
I was about to say he's like the big purple overlord of everything.
big purple overlord of everything. He's like the most powerful being in the universe.
He's not a celestial, though, is he?
I don't know. That's the first time I've ever heard that term.
Celestial?
That's not a thing I'm familiar with in the comics because I've never read that many comics. So
See the one with like the purple helmet that has the thing.
He has a purple
that's Galactus. Galactus.
Yeah.
That's Galactus,
I don't
the
I
planet
thought he
eater.
had some kind of.
He's got a helmet, but
He's got a
purple.
helmet, not the way he's describing
I
it though.
didn't
with
think he was
like-
gonna say purple helmet. I thought
with
he
like
was
prongs.
saying we got like a helmet or whatever.
He's got like a gold
He's
helmet.
got a big chin with lines on it.
Yeah.
The thing with him is that back in the early days of the comics of DC and Marvel, Darkseid had come out of like the biggest bad in the universe, and apparently like Thanos is just supposed to be the mirror opposite. Like many other characters in the DC universe to Marvel, that's what Thanos is to Darkseid. They mirror each other.
Not opposite as in like personality, just
Sorry,
they're
no.
both the big bads.
They're both the big bads in opposing universes. This is what I mean. Not opposite, but opposing, which is cool.
I just enjoy. I think it's just because I enjoy sci-fi more than I do real world stuff. Right, this is like my favorite. Like the spaceship stuff's cool, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I like the spaceship stuff.
It's cool.
I've always liked that. There's some like Cowboy Bebop, which you need to watch.
Sure.
They everything they do is in space. They capture the theme and the feeling of what it's like to what you would imagine like space to be like. It's very quiet, but it's also very serene. And they're just like on the spaceship, like doing whatever and shit. It's super cool. Like that would be cool if there was like a future where it's like, oh, just hanging out in a spaceship playing video games.
Is his name Draxus or Drax?
Drax.
Drax. Apparently, he's supposed to be equal to Hulk. They're supposed to be equals as far as strength and toughness.
No,
In the comic books, yeah.
are you kidding me?
No,
That's crazy.
they're supposed to be. That's why in this movie he's like getting drugged behind a ship and smashing into stuff, and he's fine.
That doesn't make any sense. In the first movie, when he fought
In the movies, they might not be, but in the comic books, he is.
Okay. Well, the thing about Hulk as well isn't it the fact that like Hulk, his strength is almost limitless
I don't know.
because like he basically it's the thing like he just becomes stronger like
With anger,
with anger. So
according to the comic books, they're equals.
and like pain as well. Okay, I guess.
Because the pain would just make him angrier. And
Yeah, and just make him angrier, and he becomes stronger. And
Is Hulk just like a Super Saiyan then?
Hulk's a Super Saiyan. Yep.
He's an unstoppable
Cool.
force.
What's the thing that they
He
call
is
it?
Broly.
What's the king?
He is even green, so.
What's the thing they call it? The Japanese for it, the Tenkaichi. What do they say?
The Zenkai boost?
Zenkai boost. That's what it is. Yeah.
Zenkai boost?
Yeah.
But that's not how it works.
What? Well, what am I thinking of?
It's just like Saiyan Rage. Rage makes them stronger. The Zenkai boost is whenever they recover from being near death.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. It's not the
Oh,
same
what
thing.
doesn't kill you
but
make
yeah.
me stronger?
Yeah. Zenkai boost.
Didn't know that had a term.
Yeah, that's the
It's
Japanese.
an unofficial term.
Oh. What's SSJ stand for?
Super Saiyan.
But what's the J?
jargon.
It's pronounced with a J. And
In
it's Super
Japanese?
Saiyajin. not
Saiyajin. That's what I was, yeah. I'd always seen the SSJ, and I was like, what
Because
does
there's
that
no
mean?
Y in Japanese. There's a Y in Japanese, but like, is it really pronounced Super Saiyan?
Yeah.
So the character the ending part of Saiyan is just another separate character, and so that's what okay, that makes sense. That's
I
fine.
never do that. Whenever they just have them in video games, SSJ. I'm like, why?
You said you had an eventful day yesterday.
I did have an eventful day.
What happened?
Okay. I got off work, right?
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. About 2 o'clock, I'm going to go start washing my car, right?
Okay.
I go out there,
Which car?
my red car.
Okay.
Go out there, start washing it. I come back in the house. I get, what do I get? I walk in like to grab a towel or something.
Sure.
That would help dry. Then I go out, dry off the car for like 10 minutes or so, however long it takes to dry. Then I walk back in to put the towel away, and I hear dripping, like a lot of dripping, coming from in the basement. I walk in the garage. There's an access point. I go downstairs. I can get into the basement from in the garage.
Yes.
I hear water dripping. I'm like, what in the world? Oh, come down here. There's water pooling out through the door. The door's locked. It's like, oh my gosh. Yank the keys out, find my keys, get the door unlocked, see water dripping out of the ceiling. Like,
it's
out of the vents.
Out of the vents and
Out of
ceiling.
the vents and out of the boards, dripping down like crazy.
Where's this water coming from?
That's what I asked myself. I got to go turn the water off. So rather than run through the torrents, because the water line is down in the basements over there,
Yeah.
I run up through the house, and as I'm walking up through the house, I see the utility room. I hear water going crazy in the utility room.
Okay.
And it's flooded.
Oh, okay.
So and that's where the washer and dryer is. So I look in there and say, what in the world? And I look behind the washer and dryer, can't see any water going anywhere, but I can hear it somewhere. So I don't know. So I leave that one, I run down the stairs into the basement again, I turn the main water valve off. I say, what in the world is going on? Turns out there's also a sink and the utility room, and one of the lines coming out of the wall is fine, and then going up to the sink, to the actual faucet,
Yeah.
the little rubber hose is pulled off, and it was just spraying water at full blast of water.
That's all it was.
It's spraying water full blast for no more than like 5 or 10 minutes, because I just walked in the house, didn't hear anything, walked out, dried my car off, walked back in, and this torrent of water was just everywhere.
In that room?
In that room. The
Okay.
water was flooded in the room, thankfully.
And it leaked down through the floor into the basement.
It did, because there's a air vent, AC vent, in that room. So when the water pulled up, it went down the vent in the floor. That's, I can't remember which one of the hoses it is, but it's one of the black ducts that you can see in the ceiling here. Water filled up in that and then ran through this silver ducting.
Okay.
And was just dripping everywhere.
So wherever the silver duct was, that's where the water was dripping.
Yeah, it was mainly through here.
Okay.
I motioned to them. But
none of your equipment got destroyed, did it?
no, thankfully, this is what you see here is what was flooded, and because the vent was there, the utility room itself, it goes from hardwood in the kitchen to the utility room, which is tile. There's a little lip, so it didn't flood out of that room anywhere. It just flooded in there.
Because like you said, it flooded, and I'm like, what do you mean?
The
like,
room
this
itself
place really flooded. The foundation is surrounded by concrete. So I first imagined like somehow water came through.
He left the hose on
the door through the access point in the basement. I'm like, how much water got in your basement through that door?
No. But I didn't know like where it was leaking originally, so once I freaked out because it's dripping everywhere. I'm like, I don't know, have a clue what's going on. It's like, this was fine 5 minutes ago, but then I forgot my family's gone, so it's by myself.
Yeah.
So I was like having to do all this crap by myself. So I was like, well, I got to figure out what the heck's going on. I got to turn the water back on just to see, trying to find this leak. So I crack it open just enough to let some water go through. And I look around. I finally found it, everything. It goes up from the faucet, the handle on the faucet, turn it, I can't remember if it was hot or cold, it was on the right, that one. And it goes down from there into the wall, and there's another vent, you turn it off.
Yeah.
Or not vent, but
it's just,
what do you call it? Valve.
Valve shit, yeah.
Valve. So I crank that all the way tight, and it still comes through. So I finally, I called my dad up and said, what's going on? Does this happen? He said, yeah, it's happened before. He said, just take the rubber hose, what it was supposed to be attached to, take it off, put it back on, and then it'll be fine. It's like, okay.
How'd it come off in the first place?
It's just bad, I guess.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
What it is just a rubber hose, a rubber tube, and then it's got the screw like a garden hose up on the top.
Yeah.
And there's the plastic cap that actually screws onto that bolt. The bolt doesn't move. It's on the bottom of the faucet.
Yeah.
There's a big black cap that goes through the rubber hose.
Okay.
And then there's a little rubber gasket that goes on here.
Yeah.
Then the black, and you put that on last. So you got the black thing, goes up and hits the rubber gasket and squishes it all up into the thing. The rubber hose itself fell out.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was whipping like this.
Okay.
So that happened. And then I'm also here by myself. So I was supposed to keep an eye on the pool, make sure it's looking good.
Yeah.
It's been really hot the last few days, so I'm supposed to keep the water full because it'll get down below the pump, and the pump will be pumping air.
Yeah.
I noticed that at the same time because, what the heck's going on? Is the pump... I don't know why I started to look at the pool.
Just everything was going wrong. At the same time.
I looked at the pool, and I was like, oh, crap, the water's down too low. The thing's pumping air for who knows how long. That thing's been doing that. So I run over there, full sprint, and turn it off because running over there is going to do anything. It's been pumping air for a day and a half probably.
That's probably, yeah.
So I run over there, turn it off. It's like, dang, now I got to fill that up. But I can't fill that up because the house water is before I fixed it. I can't fill that up because I turned the water off on the house because I got a leaky utility
Did you just grab
room.
a bucket, just pick things up, and just pour it into the pool?
So then I got the utility room fixed. Then I went out and put the hose in the pool and turned it on, let it be filling up the pool. Then I went back in the house and I'm going to start drying everything, put towels down in the utility room. Then while I'm doing that, I hear a doorbell ring. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on now? I go out there, it's like, hey, I'm trying to sell my blue car. The guy's like, hey, I just gonna talk about your blue car. I'm like,
So a guy came for the blue car.
the car's just like, okay, give me a second. I'll be right there. So I like try to like compose myself.
My
or
house
whatever.
is flying.
Yeah.
Here, I fix this.
Make sure everything was good. It's like, and I go out there, talk to the guy. The guy's super cool. I'm asking like $2,600 for the car. Is what on the board is.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to sell it for 2 months. Nobody's interested, so I've been just like dropping down the price to like $2,200 instead of $2,600.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's an okay car. It's old. He's like, yeah, I've had one. That's my first car. So I've been looking
really?
for one for a while. I was like, oh yeah,
Cool.
well, I'll give it to you for like 22. So I've been asking. It's like, okay, and he shook my hand.
Damn.
I was like, dang, I could have got more money than that. So I was like, dang it. And he was a really talkative guy. So I sat out there for an hour talking to him.
Man,
about
you dropped
whatever.
$400 very easily.
Yeah.
For that car.
Because it's not worth 26.
I would have gone. I would have gone 24 before I would have gone
No.
22.
Well, the theory was just like, man, 22.
Oh, okay. You drop it down so
Man,
much
he
the
dropped
first time.
400.
Well, it's either that, and then they're like, I bet he dropped more.
Yeah. Well, that's whatever. So then it's like he told me, well, I get paid, or no, I don't know why he said, but I gotta wait till the 15th, and then I'll be by here and we'll go to the courthouse and buy it. I was like, okay, that sounds good. Get back in the house, get back to fixing all the house or whatever. Then I realize, oh crap, my dad is the title owner of that car.
Oh God.
He has to be here
Yeah.
to sign it off. I can't do it.
Yeah.
And I don't remember, that guy didn't call me. He rang up the doorbell.
Yeah.
So I don't have this dude's number. So now I'm
What was going to happen on the 15th? Was he going to come over to your house and then be like, all right, let's go to the courthouse?
yeah, that's what's probably going to happen. That hasn't happened
That's
yet.
going to happen
And
tomorrow?
now I'm going to have to tell him, like, look, dude,
It's like,
I forgot to tell you that we've got to wait a little longer.
God dang it.
So so I got to do that. That was another layer of stress that day of worrying about that whole thing. Like, is he going to be pissed off and not want to buy the car anymore?
You should look up on Craigslist and see if, like, hey, man, whoever the guy with the blue car is, because there's, like, a thing that they do, misconnections. It's for people, like, of the opposite sex, like, actually, like, hey, I saw you the other day. I just thought you looked really pretty or whatever. He might be doing that with your car. He'd be like, hey, man, I never gave you my phone number.
Yeah.
So
It's like a long shot.
you might want to look up on there.
Your pool didn't overflow, did it?
The pool? No.
Okay.
It didn't overflow.
Oh, that would, yeah.
Because
Okay.
I thought you were going to be
No,
like,
that'd be
let
another
up the
step.
hose on, so the pool started flooding.
I know. Didn't even get to finish washing my car because I was so distressed. I didn't even want to it the whole day. And I was going to finish. I put a new header gasket on it the other day. That's the part between the engine block and the exhaust.
Yes.
I took the exhaust off, put a new header gasket on it, tightened it back up, and you're supposed to let it heat cycle a few times, like drive it around, let it cool off, drive it around, let it cool off.
Yeah.
And then you tighten it again. I was going to do that, but I'm too pissed off to do that. And then, like I said, I was drying my car, and I didn't get halfway through, so, because I heard I didn't get halfway through. I went back to the house for some reason. I got halfway through, so now my car's got dots all over it, or it's got rain sitting, or water was sitting on it. I didn't
okay.
dry it. It's supposed
Yeah.
to dry it so you don't get dots.
Sure.
And that was the day. And I had to go to Huddle House and play Smash.
Yeah. We do a thing where, see, that sounds dumb, but we do a thing where we go.
Oh, it doesn't just sound dumb.
We go to. No, it's awesome. It's all. It's awesome.
I won't defeat the fact that it was awesome.
Yeah, but it's also
still dumb.
You're right. So we do a thing where we go to Huddle House and we will play Super Smash Brothers Melee on the GameCube, on a GameCube that we bring into Huddle House. And the way that we do it, Trey has a tiny screen.
That folds onto the top of the GameCube.
Yeah, I can't think of any other way to describe it.
It's a tiny
It's like
screen.
a big Game Boy Advance SP now.
Essentially,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
essentially what it is. It's just
Folds back
that.
and you play it.
Yeah, and we can play. All we need is an outlet, and we can play Smash.
Yep.
And it's awesome, super fun. And Jonathan, you were there, and Nick was there, and then we ate, and then me and Trey played Smash because we only brought 2 controllers and weren't expecting you guys to be there because we thought you were going to be playing D&D, and you sat there for 10 minutes, and then you left.
We were there for an hour.
I
20
had
minutes.
the only reason
Talking
why
about time once we started playing Smash.
once we started playing Smash, which is the time that counted, we were all hanging out beforehand. The time that me and Trey were playing Smash, that was why we were actually there. So you should count that time. You should start counting your time at that time because you left 10 minutes, like straight up 10 minutes after that.
No, wait. This was yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time did you guys get there?
I don't know. What?
10.
10? Yeah.
And you didn't start playing Smash till like 11,
Yeah.
I guess? Or a little after 11?
I guess so.
I just now have realized I totally could have been there for that. But by the time I had told you, I got plans, so it doesn't matter because I was at my family thing like all day. Like in the morning, I was doing theater stuff at the fort, and then the rest of the day I was either on my way to or at my cousin's house. I was hanging out there all day. And then we left actually sooner than I thought, but we were there for quite some time. Come back, and I got back home. It was like around 11 or so I totally could have came out there, but I had totally had disregarded it because I was still texting my other group because they were supposedly there was going to be hanging out or something. So I'm trying to text them like, "Are we doing anything?" And then they just weren't really texting me back. And then finally got something like, "Oh, okay, man. You're probably home by now." I was like, "Yeah, just pull my driveway," and then nothing. And I was like, okay, forget you guys too.
Well,
I'll just sit at home and chill for it.
You wouldn't have had a controller to play with this anyway.
No, I could have came and hung out though.
Yeah,
I can watch people play video games. It doesn't bother me.
We had a controller.
What?
I have brought two.
Did you actually? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't think you did.
I didn't think about it. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Also, then
fine.
I could have witnessed you, beating Trey.
And the hand warmers, yeah.
Yeah.
He beat
Totally
me
happened.
once. Yeah.
Totally happened.
You see, I keep saying that.
We're gonna play after the podcast. I'm gonna beat him again.
that's
I'll do it after the podcast.
All right.
prove it.
No, we're gonna watch the holiday
No,
special.
that's,
We can do both.
that's more important.
Can we not do both? It's
We're not actually
possible.
gonna watch the holiday special. We're gonna watch Red Letter Media do it
Yeah,
because I don't have a copy of.
because it'll be.
No,
fun.
that's fine. You still get,
Does that CRT work? Play Smash on that.
I don't know.
You gotta play Smash on that.
I don't know.
There won't be any input lag, so
Yeah, it's true.
that might be the problem with the small TV. Also, it's fucking ridiculously small.
No, it's fine.
It's no.
it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
No. To be fair, you're right. But also to be fair, it sucks playing Smash on that thing.
Well, yeah, in comparison, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
You just need to build something special. You ever seen that thing where the guy took apart his 64 and turned it into a handheld?
Yes, that thing is amazing.
I haven't. No.
It's
I don't know
awesome.
if did he turn a 64 into a handheld or did he make something to be a 64 handheld? I guess it's the same difference either way. But
We just use parts of.
yeah.
No,
same
because he used the original casing for it and glued it together.
Oh, that's cool then.
So his.
And he cut.
So he took
cut
a 64 controller.
What kind of handheld does it look like?
a unique thing. It's a big.
It's just. Does it look like a Wii U?
He's got the 64 controllers cut in half. and
Imagine
stuck
a
on the
Wii U
sides.
with the 64 controllers hanging off the side.
Yeah.
Wait,
That
what did he
sounds
do?
dumb.
Whoa,
But
what happened
but
with the
that's-
middle part?
That sounds cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He moved it over here, so now
It
you
That's
have,
what I'm saying.
Just
Like,
did
did
it
he pick a
exactly.
side?
Yeah,
All right.
so now
Okay.
you have to the two thumbsticks on the side.
And he had the cartridge in the back of the big 64. And
The only
screen in
thing
the middle.
I
That's
never-
funny. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Awesome.
I like
the
that.
only thing I never found out was how he powered it because I did not see a cord for it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
sure it was
imagine
battery powered. If he's
Yes,
going
if
to go
he's
so
going-
far to put a screen in it, you know.
That's
I
cool.
assume.
That's
I
cool,
don't know.
though.
I like that. Does he have instructions? Let's do that.
Yeah, he had a little thing where he took it apart piece by piece and showed it put together.
That's awesome. Let's do that with the GameCube.
Or we can just buy a Switch and do the backwards compatibility thing.
No,
if that
you-
ever comes out.
No, you have a broken GameCube. Let's just do that.
I do have a broken GameCube.
We could do it. We could fix it. We can replace the processing unit, and then we can
And then actually turn into a Game Boy Advance.
turn it into.
Wait, you
mean
mean
a
we
PSP?
could do it, or you mean somebody could do it?
Let's do it. Yeah, we could do it.
We could get Kyle to do it. He's really good at building computers.
All right then. Well, it's
There you
not
go.
a computer. It's a handheld console, but
He,
we could do it. We could do it. I like to do that.
how would you put the disc in? That's the only thing.
PSP.
So you'd have
Yeah,
to. You'd
yeah.
make a special plastic case.
You
for
take
it.
a PSP.
Oh, it's totally fine. Yeah. I
have one somewhere.
We'll Frankenstein a PSP to a GameCube, and that's how we'll do it. Because they're the same. They're the same size disc.
Nah,
we
I
just
think
have to
they're
put it in the. Well,
No,
The PSPs are smaller.
Well, no, they're the same type of disc, are they not?
No, they're smaller.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, the PSPs also came in a little cartridge. Did you ever see the discs?
No, yeah.
They came in like a cartridge or like laser discs.
It was pretty interesting, those things.
Yeah.
I've got to talk about something ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous.
This is the article we were.
This is the article I have to bring up. All right. And I want you, at whatever point that any of you, if you, I want you to tell me what this sounds like. All right.
At
Any point or what
at any
you've done?
point?
At any point, just like, I want you to say the phrase, this sounds like, and blank, because I guarantee you that's what you should, I should say that's what you should be thinking. I don't know, Javon, if you will actually think this, because you surprise me all the time with this bullcrap.
All right.
Because it's bullcrap from you. But a normal person, Jonathan and Trey, you should at some point say, this sounds like this.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not going to read the headline because that'll totally give it away.
Okay.
But I'm going to read some of the article. and then you're going to discern the phrase. So here we go. Earlier this week on Fiverr.com, are you guys familiar with Fiverr?
Is that the thing where you pay somebody $5 and they'll do whatever?
You pay $5, they'll do whatever.
Using your RoboCop voice, did you get famous for doing that?
Oh no, I'm gonna do that. Some voice actors are on there, and they do
I think
that,
you've
so.
actually mentioned this to me before. I thought you said
okay.
fiber.
Okay, before I bring
No,
it up,
not Fiverr.
did PewDiePie do anything stupid again? With
No, it wasn't PewDiePie. Yeah, it's the thing that it's the site that PewDiePie is famous for, asking the Filipino kids and I think they were Filipino. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
definitely told me about that.
It was on the first podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, you could just pay people to do fucking whatever for $5, essentially. So earlier this week on Fiverr.com, I selected BIU, I'm going to say BIU's, basic package, because they have different packages. You can go from like 5 to 10 to 15. You can actually charge different prices with things. Package, which in exchange for $5, granted me her company for 5 Overwatch games. Anything so far? Anything? All right.
Our company.
Her company for 5 Overwatch games. In her profile's image, a helicopter selfie, Bew is wearing a t-shirt with Zelda's Link and sticking out her tongue. You can... it's kind of hard to see the picture, but I'll show you later. If you want a good healer, her gig page reads, I'm a Mercy main. A few hours later, my new paid Overwatch companion and I queued up for a quick play match. That's the first paragraph.
Okay.
Anything so far?
I don't know.
Do you not? Okay. There's
I want
nothing-
you to say, like, he paid a professional to, like, play Overwatch with him, but I think it's something different.
I continue to read. Bew, 25, is a student in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. For extra cash, she charges for her time playing Overwatch, typically as a healer. She and 4 other women I interviewed or paid to play Overwatch with me supplement their income by putting a price on sharpened skills, good-humored commentary, or, in Overwatch terms, pocket healing. It's an increasingly popular gig. There are more than 200 listings on Fiverr for paid Overwatch companions. Dozens of those listings
Is
are...
this for that stupid thing with, like, the adult role-playing servers?
What are you talking about?
They have, like, some kind of, like, fucking sex servers on there. You go into a game, and you just fucking, like, sex talk the entire time.
Say that again.
You heard me.
No, I didn't.
So, like,
I need to understand it,
they have,
though.
like, 18 years or older, like, sex servers. Or just
Okay.
roleplay.
In a game.
Yeah.
This is a specific game?
Yeah, in Overwatch.
Oh, in Overwatch.
Yeah, like with the custom matchmaking that came out, they have servers just to do that.
Okay, this isn't that.
Okay.
But, holy crap, this is almost exactly like that.
So
where was
close,
I?
and now I'm never going to get it.
Dozens of those listings are
Wait.
front...
Question.
Yeah.
You wanted me to be quiet so the normal people could buzz in, right?
No. Not for you to be quiet.
Okay, because from the
No.
very beginning, I was like, the first thing you said, I didn't say anything the first time, because I thought this just sounds like some kind of form of prostitution.
Exactly.
Well, that's what I was thinking too, but
Why didn't you say it then? That's why I said this sounds like this is the
it
sentence I
sounds like
gave you.
prostitution. Yeah,
Why didn't you say that then?
I know where it was
It's
going.
too obvious.
Then will you say it anyway?
I
Oh,
didn't
come
say
on,
it because
come on.
I thought you thought I was going somewhere else with it, so I was just
honestly-
waiting.
No.
and You were gonna get my opinion
I
later,
didn't
and
say-
they
I
were
didn't-
supposed to.
Well, I didn't say for you to be quiet.
Yeah, I know. I
If
just
that's
I
what we were
was
going
being
for,
quiet.
I would have said that after the first sentence.
Then
me
why?
too.
And then that's why I was like, really?
Yeah.
I was
just like-
waiting for you guys to say something.
I was thinking about. I was waiting for it to see where it developed.
It can't be
into.
the. It doesn't make sense to be the obvious answer.
Also,
Yeah,
Well,
I was
you
waiting
should have
for
said
the
it
trick.
anyway,
I was
though.
waiting
What's
for
the
the
gotta
trick.
say it anyway.
What's the point of this article?
The point of this article is what the fuck. All right, this guy seems like he's literally paying for sex, and it's this guy. He experiences. He's writing the article.
I thought you were talking about. This sounds like back in the day.
No, we should have said his name.
Just bleep it out.
I'll bleep that out.
we know a lot of. It's fine.
No, because we
Also-
might have a on the podcast.
I'm just also trying to make you edit more.
Yeah. No.
We had a friend once that almost paid for sex. He
Essentially.
almost did it. It was one of those things.
It wasn't sex. It was like to hang out.
No.
It was to hang out.
No. It was
What is he hanging out?
It was to make what it was like they were making a movie. That's how it is.
I
Oh,
thought you were gonna say making love.
No.
It's like no, what it is. They're making
It's a
love.
classy affair. Yeah, that was the title of the film. No, that's what it was. She was like it was an offer that she said that yeah, we could make a movie and we could do this in the movie. Is what it was. And he was super excited about like, yeah, I could do this, man. Like that sounds awesome. It's like you.
Now saying
like-
it's a movie that's what makes it legal.
That's what makes it's
yeah.
like I'm sure that's not what specifically makes it legal, but yeah, essentially. But it's like, dude, that's a prostitute. Are you paying for a prostitute? It's like,
no, we're gonna make a movie.
well, it's like, I mean,
She's an actress.
I mean, we're gonna have sex. I mean, I don't really.
She's only acting like
It's not-
she likes it.
It's
really.
not like
She
it's
might
not really a prostitute, but like, like we're gonna have sex. Like that's cool. It's like you're just paying a fucking girl for sex. It's like it's pathetic.
That was interesting. It was an interesting time.
It was really weird. It was really weird
really
the first
weird.
time he told us. Dozens of those listings are fronted by pictures of women. Companions charge for graduated packages ranging from 5 to 15 for 5, 10, or 15 games. I have free time and I'm using it to game, so why not play and get paid for it, Bew told me.
But to be fair, this only sounds like prostitution because it's girls. If it was a dude,
No, I don't know.
if it was a dude, it wouldn't be as nearly as.
It
I
sounds
don't think
like
it's that. It's the way it's worded in the
That's
article.
the same.
it's totally the way it's worded.
The
in
way it
article.
was worded is what got me. I didn't
okay.
care if it was guys or girls. That wording was straight like it sounds like prostitution hidden like in whatever the heck is going on there.
The dude writes this article as it's like, who cares? And like he continues to say that's like, he learned about this through Twitter, and one of the there was a caption to I think it was somebody's profile. They took a picture, and then there was a caption under the picture that said, "So, it's come to this," and people were like, like it says someone referred to these women as overthoughts. But for every oh my god, WTF or jab at the lonely virgins who pay to game with girls wasn't okay. So, and I'm just like, then they don't understand. The people that said okay, so it's not only the fact that it's like girls, offering themselves to play games
Now, okay.
with people.
Question real quick.
It's just like,
Is it
can people not fucking just play a game with each other? They gotta go out and like buy somebody's time.
Is it because they're
Right.
good?
my question was
Gotta
going to
get
be,
that platinum
are they
ring.
playing together online or is she like physically going
it's
to
online.
where he's at?
It's online, yeah.
What?
No, this girl's from Rio de Janeiro, so that would be kind of hard.
That's what I was
This guy's
saying.
not in
Like,
Rio de Janeiro.
That's what I'm saying.
$5, fly out to United States, please.
How much does $5 get you? One match?
It's at 5 matches.
It's 5 matches.
Five
for,
matches
for
for
$5. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Man,
To be fair, this isn't the first time I've heard of like this.
It's insane. It's insane to me. This is weird. He goes. He I think what did he say? He said like 5 of them or something, and he goes on to tell what his experiences were.
Were they like trying to be like sexy or something, or were they just hanging out playing the game?
No. Let's see. They were hanging out playing the game, but
They
the
probably
way
didn't speak the same
I
language.
feel like this is like 50 Shades of Grey Overwatch style.
but the way it's like the way he writes this article, it feels like it's totally prostitution. Bew yelled out when I died. Moments later, she used her resurrect ability just for me. My first game is always a little bad, and then I get better. I said, a little embarrassed. It's always like that, she sympathized. Of the 3 women I paid to play Overwatch with me, Bew did the most emotional labor. That's the thing right there. That's the thing where it's like you're paying her to be emotional? Is that what it is?
What are you paying for her to be? Are they good at the game, or are you just hanging out with them?
She laughed when I made fun of of our team's Genji. She yelled out when the enemy McCree warned its high noon.
You're reading it too fast, Evan.
And when
you got to put more emotion in your reading.
oh, sorry.
She
Laughed when I
then
made
you should be
fun
reading.
of.
You're the actor.
Probably, but he's holding the phone.
You're the voice actor. You're the actor.
He gets offended.
What
when
am I
we say this.
doing? What am I doing right now? Voice acting and acting are the same thing. I'm not going to have this big discussion.
Okay. you
I'm just saying,
deadpans.
put more
It's the
emotion
same
into
damn
it, and because it literally says like it's.
I'm reading
this
it
is
like a
50
news-
Shades of
news
Grey.
anchor.
I thought you were doing fine, Devin.
How do you want me to read it? I'm
Because
sorry.
I want to see how it sounds because it's hilarious.
No.
want to
This
see
is
how
this
it
is
sounds.
this is from this guy's perspective. He's just
Yeah,
recounting.
I know.
He's
I'm
recounting the story. Oh, anytime she says something.
No.
What do
Yeah,
you
like
mean?
whenever they say stuff,
Okay, yeah.
just put more emotion. It
Sure.
sounds funny.
She laughed when I made fun of our team's Genji. She yelled out when the enemy McCree warned, "It's high noon." And when I got a triple kill defending King's Row, she exclaimed, "Oh, that was good." I left the session feeling gleefully accomplished. A gold medal Overwatch player, which is basically all I want these days. This guy doesn't have his fucking priorities straight. And I don't think anybody paying for this does. This sounds insane. This,
Well, what he just transcribed was just like a normal match of Overwatch. It wasn't like she was doing anything crazy or anything.
I know. They're just paying for like somebody's time.
That's why I said, what are you paying for? Are you paying for somebody who's good at the game to help you play, or are you just paying for somebody to be friends with, or what? What are you paying for? Or do you need like a 6th person in your 5-player for your competition
And then
mode or whatever it's called?
And then why do you go out and pick somebody to pay to do that? Can you not, like, whenever we played Destiny and we had to find people for the raids, what did we do?
We should have done that.
Did we fucking go on Fiverr and pay somebody to be
$5 a raid is good money at a time.
5 attempts 5 attempts for this raid? No, we went on like whatever it is, like the Destiny search list to like put up a post that said, "Hey, we need 2 people for this type of raid, this difficulty. We need 2 people." And then like they would give us a message on Xbox, and then we would invite them to our party, and then we played, and that's how we did it. What the fuck is this?
I don't know what it is.
Play with me for $5 because I'm lonely.
Good
and
on
don't
those girls,
understand how
though.
the rest of the internet works.
Good for them.
Totally.
Getting paid to play games.
Totally getting paid.
It's so much easier in life if you were a hot woman.
Kawaii Desu originally entered this line of work as a platinum League of Legends player who coached newbies.
See, that's
That
good.
makes
You're
sense.
getting coached. You're not just hanging out with somebody.
After a while, she noticed more interest in Overwatch boosting. She's not physically healthy enough for traditional work, so after she stopped selling handmade goods on Etsy, she started doing this. Her interviews are glowingly positive, describing her as an experienced player who sells helpful sessions. Undoubtedly, Kawaii Desu carried each game I played with her, earning herself a very impressive play of the game on the Dorado map. So it sounds like
It does sound like prostitution, even though it is just a game of Overwatch.
that
The
right
way
there.
he words it.
yeah.
Yeah, this dude is not doing a very good job. And he only did girls as well. Were there no guys that were doing this?
Probably not.
Or is it just the stigma that since
Could
he
be
saw...
homophobic, Devin.
Devin, if you were going to pay to play with somebody, would you rather pay to play with a girl or a guy?
Whoever knows what the fuck they're doing. I want to get this shit done if I'm doing that.
Yeah, it's like...
Well, that's what you're wanting. That's what I said. What are you buying? You buying?
When that fucking Capture the Flag playlist came out, it was so fucking hard. If there was a person that was good at it, you know... I mean, I wouldn't have paid for this. That would have been fucking stupid. But I would have, if I wanted to really win, I would have gone out of my way to look for people somehow to be like, are you good at this game? Please, God, are you good at this game mode? I cannot win. I just want to get the loot box. I haven't won a game.
Like, there's no... I guess there is a
Capture
little
the Flag
bit.
game mode was extremely hard.
It was
Game wasn't made
unreasonably
for that.
hard. Like they I don't know. Okay, he continues. I asked her whether men sought her out as more sexy Overwatch companion than regular crew, or their regular crew, or as a skillful player who also happens to be a girl. On one hand, I don't want to believe it has anything to do with being a girl, but that's probably why. She said,
Well, yeah.
I'm not opposed to playing with girls. I don't want to just play with guys. Wait, what? I don't want to just play with
Took a whole
guys.
other turn. Yeah.
I just couldn't fucking read. So far, all of her and other sources, clients, have been men. No shit. Last March, a critic messaged her on Fiverr asking her why she preys on lowly men for her financial gain. He said she was contributing to a toxic stereotype about female PC gamers, citing her cosplay photos. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, she told me. You're entitled to your opinion, but I'm, like, just a really friendly person, and I like playing Overwatch with people who don't have that many friends.
Then why are you paying for the service?
She's not.
I mean, why is she charging for the service then?
It's free money.
Might as well get paid. That was the Kawaii. Yeah, that was the Kawaii Desu girl who apparently isn't in good health anyway. So she has to stay at home, so she's doing things for money. So maybe that makes sense. And that's kind of like a very smart thing to do. It's like, oh yeah.
And you got fucking Twitch for that. You don't need to.
Well, maybe she's not good at Twitch, but she's good at personal one-on-one things, not fucking where you have to build up an audience. She probably doesn't have an audience. She might be able to get an audience now that she's a little bit more popular on Fiverr, but still, that's not where it came from.
Well, you said she was like a top League of Legends player.
She coached people, and I'm thinking that she did the same thing. Not that she was a top player that did events, that was on teams and shit, but like that went to esports competitions, but just like a person that like was top ranked. I assume that just like was very highly ranked in the game. But it's like the girls that are doing this, they seem not unassuming to the fact that guys just want to go on there and like buy them, rent them. Yeah. Sorry, but it's like they want to act like that's not a thing that's happening. As well. At least that's the way that this guy writes this article.
Yeah, I think this is a bad article more than this. I mean, it's weird, the whole thing, but this article's not helping it.
I initially didn't have strong feelings about paying women to play Overwatch with me, and frankly liked the idea of paying people to be entertaining teammates who play the objective. At least until Bew told me that sometimes her clients choose her hero for her. It's not to cherry pick for optimal team comp, but to laugh at her struggling to grasp a new moveset. I thought that was extremely rude, but I also enjoy a range of emotional experiences, many of which are morally questionable, so I asked her to play Torbjorn. Fucking... Did you hear him? I like to experience emotion. This guy sounds like a serial killer, to be honest. This guy is like, I like to see them when they cry, when they laugh, when they're mad, so I asked her to play Torbjorn. It's so fucking stupid.
What a struggle this guy went through to make this article happen. You know?
I guess
new things.
I guess what it comes down to is the guy writing the article itself.
Yes.
That's a big part of the article. Why I find it so bad. Because
he makes it sound like prostitution.
And there is a side of oh, this is actually really convenient for those like Kawaii Desu, one of the girls that can't go out, like is in bad health.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a cool thing. If the article was just about her and her struggle and like her way of being able to make money and like become an entrepreneur through Fiverr, that's different, and that's a different story than what this guy is writing about. Like it's a lot less about prostitution in that way. But the way this guy's writing it is just his perspective is crazy.
Was it the girl who in the article, or was it him that said the thing about they make him ask for different characters to put him in weird situations or whatever? Was that the girl? Was that him recounting what the girl said?
Yeah, that was him recounting what they said because he was interviewing them as he played.
I was gonna say, it could be as simple as the girl asking the guy playing, so what character do you want me to be? I said, well, I don't care. And he's, well, you're paying for my match, so you should pick.
Well,
for a guy being, you be Torbjorn because it'll be funny. And
well,
you suck at Torbjorn.
well, one of the girls, you could probably find in the description like of their Fiverr account. It probably says I'm a good healer or whatever. It probably says what they are. So
I know, but just
of course,
somebody picking what character you should be just to put you in a weird situation is just such a weird.
That's another
statement.
thing. It comes down to the person that's doing that as well. Whether it's like,
well, I was wondering if it's that actually something that happened, or the guy who wrote the article just wrote it really weird.
Oh, okay.
And that's not actually what's happening. He just mistook it or something. I don't know. It seems so bizarre.
It's just the whole thing's bizarre.
Yeah,
It's so bizarre.
It's prostitution is what it is.
Like, it's apart from that, I really just don't understand why you would pay somebody to play games with you as well.
Some people get lonely and don't have friends.
Damn, can you not just like literally find another way besides paying? Like I said about the Destiny thing. Me and Trey just found people to play with.
but
online.
that's because that was not us wanting to be friends with somebody else. That was us like needing another set of hands.
Yeah, but you can always do that. Can't you? You can always just
what
do
I'm
that.
saying
You can
is-
always just go on team chat in the game and you
some-
can just talk to people.
But some people might, one, either not know that, or two, just...
What do you mean not? No. They know that.
Dude, people are dumb.
No. They know that though. No.
People are dumb.
No. They know that.
Okay, so you're
you
saying
can't
no,
say that they,
I'm going to give people
Trey,
credit,
please
but then
back
why,
me up so he
ask them
doesn't.
why they're doing
So
it.
we don't argue about this.
It's not an argument. People are dumb.
I'm
saying,
asking, it's more of a anxiety thing. Anxiety, where people are less comfortable to ask people in like private or public lobbies to play, and are more comfortable paying somebody because they're asking to be
Okay,
played with.
yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. Yeah.
They might be knowing how to do it, but they just choose not to because they're too anxious or too shy to do that.
I would almost think that's gonna bring up even more issues with anxiety. Like, all right, I'm gonna pay you to play with me.
I don't know. It's
I
like,
gotta talk to you.
that gives them like,
I paid for you. I better talk to you.
I don't know, but that gives them like power. Like, I paid for you, therefore you have to put up with me. I can say whatever.
Because if someone just joins them, then they can be like, oh no, maybe they're not going to like play with me and they're going to get off and all this stuff. Like,
Sure.
they're going to play with me. I already paid them, so they're okay with it.
First paragraph of
Jonathan
You don't have to
gave
read
a
it out
thing.
loud, but
the thing, Jonathan. Well, I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah, go for
So I
it.
just said
Jonathan
something.
gave Devin a thing,
that's
told
going
him
back
to
to the
read.
adult servers thing.
I'd pay a good monthly price to have an adult only server, 24 years and above. Have to log on via social security number like you do with online banking.
What is this? What did you just repeat?
That's fucking stupid.
Is this a real thing?
No, that's just a comment of a guy.
A comment.
That's fucking stupid. That's great though. That's funny. But still, it's just I don't know.
To the thing you were talking about,
It's very uncomfortable.
the sex servers, do they have to like role play the character they are or whatever? Because that's really weird.
I haven't looked into
If
it.
they're
Okay.
fucking paying them for whatever, then yeah.
They have to play like when they pick Mercy, they like have to be a hot nurse.
And you know, there is a part of it where it's like sex lines have been a thing for many years, ever since the telephone was invented. I'm sure, but like, yeah, but back in the 1800s.
Yeah, no. You meant like the sex lines that you'd call and stuff like or whatever. I was thinking like lines that were supposed to be sexy or something. I don't know. That's just where my brain
What
went.
you got? Or whatever.
I was like, I'm guessing that's been a thing since men could talk.
No, but like
Like,
that's always been a thing. But I don't know. This isn't really the same sort of thing.
There's a study or something that says the porn industry is one of the leading things that pushes technology or gets technology out there is porn. I can't remember that. VR, they were talking like video games probably won't push it near as much as porn will and stuff like that.
I absolutely believe that.
Yeah.
I see, that's weird. I haven't even
Robot
Heard of that?
Huh?
You haven't even considered that option of VR porn?
Yeah, like I haven't heard about it until like just now. Like,
Dude.
didn't even.
Dude, you think robots are starting slow? Just wait. Somebody's gonna think of fuckbots, and they're gonna rule the world.
They've already got that. They've already got stuff like that. They got the kissing machine.
Well, that's different. That's like, and that's very specific. Where
Are y'all aware of the kissing machine?
No.
it's an online thing, sort of, but you have a peripheral, right?
You and whoever you're kissing across the world
You can just
both
be
have
across
this
the world.
machine that you kiss and they kiss, and your machine that you're kissing, the machine that she has mimics your mouth, and the machine you have mimics her mouth, and you both like kiss
That's
across the internet.
Yeah,
Weird.
Yeah. It's even got like a straw that goes in your mouth to like mess with the tongue and stuff.
Like, in a way, it's kind of really cool, but in another way, it's really freaking weird.
I'm just wondering how.
That was years ago. That's probably they probably made a lot of advantages to that.
They've got the blowjob thing like already attached to it, so
They do have something like that, yeah. Like no joke. Like no joke, they do.
I mean, it's easy enough to make the mouth movements for kissing. Just have a hole.
No,
and
it
then-
wasn't a blowjob thing. It was the thing you put on your dick or whatever, and it's got like things that like massage it in a certain way that like somebody else controls. It's really weird.
Oh, it's somebody else's control.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, they would just jack you off. What are you talking about?
Oh, it's just I don't know.
No,
Or it's just
they
like,
couldn't
is it
just-
a fleshlight connected to the internet? That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fleshlight online.
So there's comments on the videos. It's like, I ain't putting my dick in that thing. That thing go haywire.
Just like okay. That
It looked like. Do you know the things that are like a rectangle that you put your hand in? It's a bunch of pins, metal pins.
Yeah.
And it like shows your hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looked like that, but they were like push
Fuck.
in. They like push in on your dick. They like surround your dick.
That's
and they,
so
like, push in.
weird. They have to be like rubber, I imagine, is what they are.
Well, it's just the pressure of it. It pushes on you to make pressure in that.
Okay,
area.
all right.
It's not something like somebody squeezes. It's like it's
Yeah.
electronic. It controls. It pushes in.
That's
You're
the
saying somebody else controls that, right?
that's the new.
Yes, or like a program.
all the
What
needles
stops
in.
somebody from like going on the other end, taking a book and just smashing it?
Dude, no, seriously. That's how people will get. That's how people will get sent to the hospital in the future when we have those things, and people are going on Chatroulette, and they're just finding strangers to have to fuck on Chatroulette, and then all of a sudden you get the one person that's like just with the book, and then their video feed pops up, and you're like, you're racing to take the thing. You're racing to take the thing off your dick before they slam it with
Well, we're
something.
mimicking slamming
And
a
you
book.
almost get it out and just
We're
gets
mimicking slamming a book down.
Yeah.
Would that be worse, or would it be going
Oh, in?
sideways to be worse?
Well, no, you mean sideways or
Like if you're gonna slam
like
a dick,
pushing your dick in
Would you slam
to
a dick
yourself?
down, or would you slam a dick sideways?
Would you push it into yourself?
If you go down, it probably would.
Then what? Do you
It
just have
depends
it, like,
on how the
do
controls
you just have
are,
it like
I'd
standing
imagine.
up on
I
the
guess, I
table
guess.
and you go and just
I'm
smash it
I'm
with the
saying
book?
I can get more force with a baseball bat sideways than I could with something going down.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah. If it mimicked the actual force, I would go sideways.
Then just take some pliers and just.
Well, for the
Pliers, God.
for the blowjob machine, I'm sure it would also be like they have another peripheral for your balls as well, and so then it just comes down to like somebody like just a tap,
Yeah,
just like
light tap.
on Chatroulette, just like oh fuck. or it's one of those where it's like, that's gonna hurt in a second. It's just like that's what it is. And then you go to the next one, and they also do it too. Oh fuck!
It would really be kind of worse if it was like, say you get it like on video,
Yeah.
and like they do something, and then you see them, but there's a lag, and you're like, no, and then it happens, like you know it's coming, but it doesn't happen when
We're
they do
assuming
it.
the people aren't into this either.
You know
There's
what'd
some
be
people who
worse?
are probably into that stuff.
It's very weird. It's
There's
very
definitely
interesting.
people that are into that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be worse if like the thing had a better connection than you did to like the chat room. So like all of a sudden you feel the shut
The lag's the other way.
Yeah, you don't know what's coming.
Oh, and then you just see them
so
do
weird.
something to you. You're like,
so weird. Yeah.
oh man.
That would be the thing that's wrong, right? There would be a delay, so like whatever they're doing, like it wouldn't be as good, because like you would see them do the thing and then you're waiting for it to happen, and so then the next thing that they're doing is like, oh, I'm not watching it, so it's not like we're actually doing it or
I
whatever.
do have a quick question.
And
about
that's why they have it set up in NASA on different floors where they get 96 gigabytes a second.
That's true. Well, the internet will be far better by that time, and we'll also have VR headsets, so it's like we're in the room as well. So
that. Yeah, that's true.
on Chatroulette.
I've got a quick question though.
Yeah.
How did we get here? How did we get to this?
We
topic?
talking about
We were talking about
wait.
prostitution,
Oh,
and it
that's
all
right.
went downhill from there.
we talking about prostitution.
Downhill.
Fuckbots are gonna rule the
Just
world.
brought the thing up.
You brought it up.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, you talked about the
Dang, porn industry.
evolution of how porn pushes science.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're totally right. How's porn gonna push the cars? Are we gonna get flying cars from porn somehow?
What are you talking about? Apparently there was a seat,
It's
according to Top
technology.
Gear, there was a seat that vibrated when you got on the white lines. It like knew if you're like dozing off, it
Yeah.
would vibrate your seat. Apparently women loved that car. Same thing with the Harry Potter broom.
It's just like
Do you remember that?
machine. That's a
The vibrating broomstick
Well-
you could
Oh,
buy
yeah,
for
yeah.
Harry Potter.
I was thinking of another story. I'll tell.
Little
you.
girls ended up loving that more than they should have.
Yeah, because
The point of it was to vibrate. And then you sit on the
I
thing.
thought you were talking about
In between their legs.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the story, and this is like a
Little girls.
this is like an urban legend. I don't know if it's an internet thing or if this is like a thing from around town that happened. There is a girl that was using a broomstick as a dildo, and she was on a washing machine doing this. And so her parents like came home. Somebody walked into the door. She like freaked out, and she jumped, and the broom slid up her and basically punctured her, and it
God.
killed her. Yeah,
I've never heard of that.
yeah, that
That has to be
happened.
an internet thing.
Okay, I
It
didn't.
has to be 1,000 ways to die.
It's a 1,000 Ways to Die episode, yeah. Because I was like, is that a thing that happened around here? 'Cause I don't know.
Why a broomstick? Because
Oh, you
according
got-
to science,
it's
the
what-
max
it-
size of that area is 11 inches.
It's what's in the room. It's what's in the room. You only need like 3 inches to be able to hit the G spot or something. So
I wouldn't know.
I watched a documentary about penises. I think I would know. That was a good documentary. It was actually pretty good. I was like, do I really want to watch this and have this like
There was
on
one,
my recently watched
There was
because my
one on-
family will also look at this.
there was one back when I was like 15 or 16. So anything you can find on TV or whatever,
Yeah.
that you're super interested in. There was one on like Discovery Channel. It's like a sex documentary, just talking about like sex in general.
Yeah.
It had the girl from Batman, in Batman
Yes.
Dark Knight.
In Batman.
Dark Knight, the girl, what's her name?
The girl in
The
Dark
actress. His girl who dies. He saves.
Knight. Oh, I fucking can't remember her name.
Yeah, he saves her, or it doesn't save her. He saves Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was the host,
Okay.
and she's super not pretty. At
Right.
all.
Dog-faced woman.
Yeah, dog-faced lady. Well, she was the host of this documentary, so they cut to her, and she'd say whatever. And so, of course, it's a sex documentary, so she had all these like sexy puns or whatever she's
Yeah.
supposed to be doing.
And
And
it's
it's
like,
like
ugh.
the worst
Every single time. Hey, that's weird that tired old dog is saying these sexy things.
It was really weird.
It's funny because it's so fucking mean.
I know. What happened? Bam, Bruce Wayne. You know all these hot ladies, and you're going for this one.
Rachel Dawes is the character's name.
I was like, the character's name's Rachel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't remember the actress's name though.
I don't know. That's all she's done. That I've.
I think she's done something else. I mean, yeah, like most people know of.
Wait, was it Gyllenhaal?
Jake.
No,
Jake Gyllenhaal.
his sister.
I don't know.
Was she the one that as Maggie? I think.
It might be
Maggie. Yeah, Maggie
Maggie
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal's a name. I don't know if it's her.
Oh, are they brother and sister? That's interesting. I'm gonna look that up. I have no service.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Never mind.
Pretty sure they're brother and
The
sister.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you go ahead. That's pretty interesting if that's the case.
Got anything else on the docket worth talking about?
Sure.
I've got a lot of mileage out of that article.
Here's a Blade Runner movie coming out.
Yeah.
I've talked to you guys about this before. Yeah, that's Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Her?
Yeah, that's her.
That's her.
Yep, you could tell because she looks like Deputy Dog
I thought you were going to say underdog.
or Underdog.
Not
Older
Underdog,
sister.
Deputy Dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
She's the
Sorry.
older sister of Jake Gyllenhaal.
Is she really?
Yeah.
She's the younger sister.
Older.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you said younger.
He's like, whoa.
I'm like, you damn right she's older. Yeah, there's a new Blade Runner movie coming out. It's called Blade Runner 2049. You guys have never seen the original Blade Runner. So
No, I need to.
That's why I don't really bring it up. It's awesome.
When do you do that first?
Masterpiece.
No.
I don't. Yeah, but like, that's one of those things where it's like that movie is very cool for people that like to fucking watch movies. And when I don't want to show it to you guys because then you'll be like you did with like you'll be like Nick with what was the damn movie called?
Birdman?
No, not Birdman. With the Alien movie.
Arrival.
Arrival. Yeah, it was weird. He said that about Arrival.
I liked Arrival.
I really liked Arrival.
I didn't say anything about
That's
it.
my favorite movie of the year, Arrival. It was so fucking good. Awesome sci-fi movie. Nick thinks it's, that was weird.
It didn't have Baby Groot in it.
And it was just like,
It was weird, but it was good.
it was amazing.
It was supposed
It's
to
the
be.
thing. His impression is that, that was weird. Like, he didn't like it because it was weird.
Oh, okay,
I don't
that's
want to show you
interesting.
guys this movie because I feel like you're going to be the same way.
Nick is the masses. Nick likes what most people like.
He usually does. I usually see that in him. There are some occasions where that's not the case.
Yeah.
I could care less
But-
what most people think, so why can't I watch this movie?
I don't know. I just don't think you'll appreciate it like I do.
Devin just knows exactly. We're not going to like fall in love with it. It's so awesome. or
Because
whatever.
this is a movie you fall in love with.
Well, when you're sitting there telling us it's like the greatest thing ever, you're already.
And then telling us, no,
shooting us
I'm
in
not
the
going to
foot.
show you because I don't think you'll like it.
It's-
If it's that good, I'm going to love it.
I love a lot of things about this movie. And you have to watch the right version of it as well.
Well,
It's on you to show us the right version.
No.
I was like, you're the one that told me about all the
Well,
versions.
just like if you see it on Netflix, don't watch it. That might be like the theatrical version where they added some stuff that they shouldn't have added. Like there's a voiceover to the movie, which is the version I watched first. And the reason why I like the movie is because there was like a voiceover. It's a noir type style of movie. And so it kind of makes sense to have voiceover, but a lot of people say that in this, in the movie, it didn't need it at all. Well, that was fucking loud. Did you think that was going to be quiet? You put your hand over your mouth like, oh, I'll mask the voice of this loud-ass pop.
I wouldn't try to mess that up. I just do that sometimes.
Don't do it on the podcast.
Oh, too late.
Yeah, no, too late. Fuck. But, but there's that, and there's like some other things, like there's a little bit like I think there was like a scene that was cut, and so there's the theatrical version, there's like a TV version, which you should never watch the TV version most of the time of movies, because they have to censor it for a TV audience, and that's always bad. And then there's the director's cut, and then there's like the final cut, I think. Or like there's the editor's cut, and then there's the final cut. And the final cut is what Stanley Kubrick, the guy who... not Stanley Kubrick. Is it Stanley Kubrick? I can't remember now. Look that up. Look that up, please.
What's the movie called?
Blade Runner. I think... no, I might be crazy. Stanley Kubrick seems like an older... Fuck, I don't know.
When did this movie come out?
I'm
Blade
losing my
Runner?
mind. It was 80s.
80s.
80s it came out. Harrison Ford is the main star, plays well, his last name's Deckard. I can't remember his actual name.
What
His
did you
first
want to
name.
find out about him? Because there's something about him with the movie.
The director. He's this director. It's not the direct. It's
Writer?
no. The director of the original one isn't. He's not going to be coming back for this one, or he's going to be like a part of it somehow. The director of this one is going to be the guy. These are two different things. It's either the guy that directed
Ridley Scott reveals Stanley
Ridley Scott. That's the name of the guy.
Kubrick gave him footage from The Shining for Blade Runner ending.
So Ridley Scott did Blade Runner?
Yeah, Ridley Scott, the guy that also did Aliens.
Aliens,
yeah, Aliens. Yeah, that guy. So it's it's a good movie if you want to like compare it to.
I never saw
movies.
Alien or Aliens.
Oh, fucking amazing movies. those are great movies, but
They were scary, so I never watched
I believe it's the guy that directed Rival that's going to direct this Blade Runner. So I'm already excited about that. Apparently that guy has been knocking it out of the fucking park with every movie he's been making. He's like made a scary movie. I think it's just called Witch. It's supposed to just Witch.
It's not the one with VVITCH?
I don't think so.
Okay, because that was a recent one.
I don't know. I didn't see the movie, but apparently it's amazing. Apparently it's an amazing movie.
Is it the recent one?
I don't know.
It's called The Witch. We call it Witch, but it's the VVITCH.
I think it's somewhat recent. Besides Blade Runner coming out, there's gonna be another Hellboy.
Another Hellboy. They're going to have Jawman do it?
No, they're not gonna. Ron Perlman will not be Hellboy.
Dang.
Unfortunately.
Oh,
He's perfect Hellboy.
Then do I want to watch it?
Yeah, because the guy who's gonna be Hellboy is like, I'm totally cool with that. I like that guy.
Hellboy's not Marvel, is it, or something?
Hellboy is Marvel.
Is it Marvel?
Yes.
No way is Hellboy Marvel.
Hellboy is Marvel. You want to look that up, John? You want to fact check that?
I'm going on to like the Vitch, what he was saying.
Yeah.
And like I'm looking who's in the movie. And isn't this the dumbest face you've ever seen?
The guy in the middle?
Yeah.
That's that guy's face. I know that guy. That's that actor's face.
You know him personally?
Yeah, I've talked to him
What's
many
his
times.
name? So we can name
Ralph Ianson,
Ianson.
I think is his name. It's I-E.
But what movie were you looking for? The Witch?
The Witch.
What the fuck? I can't remember now.
You said Witch with who in it?
No, it's the director of The Witch is doing...
It is doing whatever
Blade
it's called.
Runner.
Blade Runner
You said
20.
that's amazing.
Blade Runner. Yeah, like every movie he's
Directed. Is
I
directed.
gave it 6 out of 10.
What?
The Vitch.
Well, I think it was called The Witch. I don't know if that's what it was. I don't know.
I thought you said it was just Witch.
I don't know. It could have been Witch, could have been The Witch, could have been Witch, comma the. I don't know. But Hellboy's Marvel.
Why?
I don't know. I can't remember. Guillermo shit, I can't say his name. Guillermo del Toro was the director of the original Hellboy movies. You can tell because he has his style.
He did Pacific Rim too, didn't he?
Yeah, whenever he did he no? Did he do?
I think he did.
No, I don't think he did.
It's independent.
What is?
Hellboy. It's from Dark Horse Comics.
There you go.
Oh,
It was
it's-
originally pitched to Marvel, but they didn't take it.
Okay. Yeah, it's a Dark Horse thing. That's the same people that did and I'm probably going to be totally fucking wrong with this, but I think that's the same sort of comics that Spawn is under.
Maybe.
And I think so. Once again, I'm probably totally wrong about that. But the guy in Stranger Things, I know none of you have seen Stranger Things, but there's a guy in there. He's a cop. He's a really cool guy. Really, like you'd probably love this guy as an actor, Javon.
I think
You would probably really like him.
I think I saw him on like a talk show talking about Stranger Things.
Okay. He would make a great Hellboy. He's like super tall, which is pretty much all you need to be Hellboy. He kind of looks like Ron Perlman, just a younger, like the son of Ron Perlman. So, like he's a good fit.
Why? Are
Why?
they making another Hellboy?
I think they were always gonna, but just something happened.
Are they revamping it or like?
It's probably
I'd
gonna
say
be.
it have to
I
be.
mean,
if
like-
doing
It's
that.
probably gonna be a reboot. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Were the first two? Did they do well? Or they can?
I don't know. I don't know if they were.
either.
I don't think they were
I liked
considered
them.
bombs, but
I thought they were okay. They were great, but they were cool.
they weren't. They weren't bombs. They weren't cult classics. The second one might have done a little bit worse,
Probably
just because I
so.
think it had a bigger budget. But like, I've always liked those movies.
Yeah.
They're like Guillermo del Toro's style is very cool. He's the guy. I don't know what part he plays in Death Stranding, that new Hideo Kojima game, but like he's the fat guy running in the second trailer into the sewer. That's Guillermo del Toro.
Never saw it.
You never saw that second trailer for
No.
that game?
I only saw the one.
That's the one where Mads Mikkelsen is in there and he's got
Never
all the
saw it.
shit on his face like he does in everything.
No, I didn't see it.
Do you remember Doctor Strange where Mads Mikkelsen plays the bad guy with shit on his face?
Yeah.
Do you remember Casino Royale where Mads Mikkelsen plays the bad guy with the eye, which is also the face?
Remember in Rogue One where he didn't have everything on his face?
Until he blew up and he had shit on his face. He wasn't the bad guy, but a lot of people thought he was the bad guy in the movie, like his daughter.
Yeah.
So that goes in with my joke. Throw that in there.
Yeah.
One more time, that guy that you were talking about for the Witch movie. What did you say he wrote? That guy.
Nobody's
Who was that guy you were talking
the
about?
guy that directed The Witch.
Look up who's
What's his
directing the
name?
new.
Who's directing? I don't know his name.
Look up the new director for Blade Runner 20 whatever.
2049. Look up that guy, and then on IMDb, and then look at his other directorial films, and then you'll probably see the movie The Witch.
Probably. Maybe.
It might not be called The Witch.
Okay, you guys continue. I'll
All right.
chime in. Dennis Villeneuve.
Yeah, Dennis Villeneuve.
I will look and see what he's directed.
Quake champ. Yeah, I gotta open up this article.
Did you see the new Cars 3 trailer?
No, I don't want to watch any more Cars trailers. The first teaser, that was perfectly fine. I don't really
You
want
gonna watch the movie?
I don't know.
I am.
I guess if I want to watch the movie, I should watch the next trailer that they have to see what it's about. But what is it about?
Lightning's getting old. Not getting old, but he's getting washed up. There's a new kid on the block.
Yeah,
Now he's got to beat the new kid.
that's pretty much the movie. Yeah, I could have discerned that
No Mater.
from the teaser. He's dead. Yeah.
Yeah. And the trailer, no Mater.
Okay, so Quake Champions beta will
Some
open.
different trailers.
Oh, is he in one of the trailers?
He's in one of them.
Damn.
What is? Oh shit!
He was not in the one I saw.
That's gonna.
Don't need any Mater. I want to see the racing. That's why I'm there.
Go back to the racing aspect, like in Cars 1.
Yeah. Cars 1, the opening, where it's like got the NASCARs going. zzz, zzz, zzz.
Yeah,
That was awesome. That was awesome.
it was neat until they went to the stupid town.
Freaking the one teaser you saw where he's crashing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's at the Indianapolis 500. It's awesome.
That's perfect.
It's a real racetrack.
Should have just released
It's a
that
square.
as the movie.
It's a square track.
Just the whole race.
Yeah, no, just the teaser. That's the movie. Because nothing is gonna get me more excited and like more hype than that thing.
The way he flies through the air
The
in
movie's-
the trailer is the way race cars
The
fly.
movie's not gonna live up to that teaser. is what I'm saying.
The teaser definitely made it look more adult.
Yeah, it did. Which
Hopefully-
I don't care either way. I'm
I hope it's a
probably
little
going to
more
watch and love the movie, so I'm good.
It doesn't have to be full blown, but I hope it's a little adult.
It would be nice
Yeah.
to have something different.
I like Cars 2. I thought it was okay. Everybody hated it.
Not even that.
didn't.
I didn't watch it, but it's like
I liked it for the background cars. Because they're actual cars. And they were like what they were supposed to be. So when they're in Japan, there was an old 240Z in the back.
Okay.
Because it's an old Japanese sports car. It's funny. Just little stuff like that. But that's a me thing.
Attention to detail.
Pixar's very good about attention to detail.
Yeah.
Very good about it. Did you ever see Monsters University?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all went there and watched it.
Did we all? Did? Huh. I think people didn't like that movie.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I thought it was okay too.
I don't think I've heard one person say to me they didn't like that
The
movie.
internet.
The
probably
fucking
didn't
people
like
you talk to are 12-year-old girls, and they probably all fucking loved it.
I talked to people of various ages about that movie.
Like
Thank
my
you very
big
much.
sister that looks like she's 12 years old.
I think 14 is her usual number. Thank you.
Yeah, whatever. Quake Champions beta will open for everyone starting May 12th.
I don't care about Quake.
Oh, you don't want to play Quake?
I've never played Quake. To be fair, I've never played Quake.
That's
I'm
fine.
a Doom guy.
That's fine.
Not a Quake guy.
It's the same thing. You
No.
just jump a lot more.
Doom's in hell.
I haven't played either one of them, so.
Dude, Quake was hype.
Doom's got the whole hell thing going on. The new Doom, they're going to heaven. I don't know. I'm
Calling it out. I'm calling it out.
He's shooting angels.
Doom guy is going to destroy heaven.
His new mission, he's got to kill God.
Dude, that's what I want.
That game would not go over well at all.
No.
Supernatural Season 9 coming at you.
He kills...
I don't know. That's something. I don't know. That's like a supernatural
I'm
thing.
so excited for the new Doom if it ever comes out.
It's-
I want more Doom.
Apparently, it had an 8-year development cycle for this 2016 one. So.
In some capacity, yeah. But
Yeah,
they were
I know,
not
I know.
making it for 8 years.
I know. It's like the thing where it's
Some
like
guy was thinking about it for 8 years.
it's like a thing when a movie goes into pre-production. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, is that the start of the movie, or is the start of the movie when you start filming the movie and then editing it and then
Yeah.
putting it out? You got something first, Jonathan? He shook his head no.
What I'm saying is that the movie that you're thinking of doesn't exist. He hasn't directed a witch movie.
Okay, then it's not that director. That's all it was. That's all I was thinking. Did he direct La La Land?
No.
That'd be up
Okay,
at the top.
I don't know who the fuck it is then. I don't know who I'm
you're
thinking
talking
of.
about.
Then I'll type in who directed La La Land.
No, type in who directed Arrival. That guy should have made.
He did do that. He did not make a witch movie.
What are you kidding? What movies did he make?
Let me just bring it up again.
But go down the list, and I'll tell you which one the witch movie was. I swear it was called.
Suicide Squad. That's the one.
That's it. That's it. I just couldn't remember the name.
Okay, starting 1988. La Course Destination Monday.
That's
You
not
start
it.
from the most recent or the oldest?
I would rather him go most recent.
There you go.
Okay, most recent is going to be Blade Runner,
Yep.
then Arrival,
Yep.
then Sicario.
Yep. Sicario. That's one of the movies.
Sure.
No, it was a
Things
really.
he claimed to make once he reads it out. Oh yeah.
I know.
That's the-
I can't remember shit.
No, I
It
just
was a really good movie.
being a dick.
Enemy.
Sicario. What?
Enemy,
Enemy. I don't know what that is.
Prisoners,
Nope.
It's all indie stuff, probably.
Incendies,
Nope.
Polytechnique,
No.
Next Floor,
No.
Maelstrom,
No.
Real big actor or director here.
August 32nd on Earth,
What's
What? What? As opposed to On Mars.
Yeah, that was a feature. Okay, you got to say what they are as well.
okay.
Yeah, like what was the last few? Were they all features? Meaning that they went into the movie theater?
Everything but Next Floor was feature. That was a short. Cosmos, feature.
It was also probably like
Re-FFWD.
this
was a
isn't
short.
this isn't an American director, by the way.
Oh.
With a name like Villeneuve, I don't think he sounds very French or Spanish. I don't know. It's hard to discern
Canadian.
nationality sometimes. He could be Canadian.
Yeah.
They're French Canadian.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Quebec.
French Canadian. Yeah. Quebec. Have you ever seen Trailer Park Boys?
No. I see the thumbnail with the dumb looking dude with the glasses and
Yeah.
under bite, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to watch that.
Apparently, it's really fucking funny.
Oh,
Apparently,
it must be.
you've never watched Always Sunny either.
No,
That's a really fucking funny show.
they yell a lot.
That's not the. That is not the thing. That's what Andrew says, and Andrew's wrong. I mean, he's not wrong, but it's like, stop attaching yourself to that.
Yeah.
You watched Always Sunny, Jonathan?
I've seen a couple episodes. I haven't watched the whole thing.
That's right. I couldn't remember. What your thoughts on it were? So fucking funny. There was one episode where they're in a convenience store and they're just like getting a couple things, and then it's being robbed, and they're like in one of the aisles of the convenience store, and they're like, what are we gonna do? And for every single person, it flashes in their head to a dream sequence of what they would do in that situation. Like one of the guys has like a full on action sequence of like, I'm gonna kick this guy's ass, and then like 20 ninjas come in to the store, and they kills them all, and then
I'm hoping that episode ends with them like all daydreaming, and like while that was going on, he's already done and left.
No. You sort of think like, oh, is that how it would go, but no, that's not what happens. One of the guys, one of the guys is Charlie Day, right? He goes and shit, I can't remember. I think he like talks the guy down or like punches him or something like that, or like he gets shot. No, he doesn't get shot. Dennis gets shot, but like. After that happens, Charlie then marries the waitress, who's the girl that has nothing to do with him, but he's in love with, and they have an Up style animated section of the rest of his dream, where it's like you can tell that this is what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be the Up montage because it's just music with no like vocals or anything, and at the very end. When he's an old man and his wife has died, he uses his house to float away, like just like the Up guy with balloons and shit. It's super funny. There's one with, Danny DeVito's character in that show is my favorite fucking character ever. He says the funniest shit. In his scene, what he does is like he's like sneaking around, like, "Don't worry, guys, I got this." And he's like 3'4", like he's super fucking short,
fat guy,
and he like runs up to the guy, like he's behind the guy. And he like sneaks over and like gets behind this counter, and there's like the hot dog machine, like the rollers with the hot dogs on it. He just makes himself hot dogs and he keeps on eating hot dogs until the police come and shoot the guy. That's all he does. There's another episode. It's called Mac Day, where Mac gets a day where everybody gets to do what Mac wants for that day. And one of the things is he wants to make a thing, like he wants to make a video for this project he has called Project Badass, where he does badass. It's like a Jackass sort of movie, but he wants to put badass things and make it a compilation. And so one of the things is he's trying to explain to everybody like what the scene's gonna be. It's like, okay, so I'm gonna jump from the bridge, and you guys are gonna be down here like watching me. It's like, whoa, Mac, are you gonna jump from that bridge? No, I'm not gonna actually jump from the bridge, but you know, I'm gonna jump, and then we're gonna cut, and then I'm gonna like be in the water, and we're gonna use special effects to make it look like it jumped. So anyway, that's gonna happen, and you guys are gonna be like, oh, look, there's Mac. Oh no. Or, you know, like there's a guy jumping off the bridge or whatever. And it's like, but you don't know me and you don't know each other, so you gotta be casual and stuff. And they're like, okay. And then he goes up on the bridge, and you know he's gonna climb over the railing. He's gonna be his cousin is there for Mac Day. They call him Country Mac, which is played by Shawnee and Scott, Sean Austin Scott, the guy that played Stifler in the American Pie movies. I can't remember the actor's name, but that guy. They're all like the filming the thing, and they're like, oh no, look, there's a guy on the bridge. He's gonna jump. His name is Mac. No, we don't know his name. we don't know his name, and we don't know each other. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? It's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. He's going to kill himself. Mac is going to kill himself. No, his name's not Mac. But there is a man that's going to commit suicide up there. Oh no, he's gonna commit suicide. And then Danny DeVito's character is like, suicide, man. Suicide is badass. No, it's suicide. It's not badass, but that man is. It's so fucking funny. That's why I love that show. It's not a bunch of fucking yelling.
Isn't there like an episode where they're like filming more to that and they get like stuck in a pool for like several hours?
Stuck in a pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. They're doing something like in a pool and they can't get out because somebody like took up the ladder or whatever. The only
impossible to get out.
The only way to get in the pool was the ladder. Well, it's like just
it's
a
one
deep.
Of those, like,
it's just a deep pool. Yeah, that's all it is. It was like an abandoned pool too.
Style swimming.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Man, that show's fucking
like,
funny.
Isn't it like filled with garbage as well?
Yeah, it's like an abandoned pool.
Oh, they're not in water.
No.
It's an abandoned pool. Yeah, it's
I was thinking in water.
How deep is this pool?
No, there's like a shopping cart and a mattress down there. And
Okay,
shit.
I got you.
No, that show's fucking funny. I love that show.
Well, anything else?
Nah,
I think you call it there.
that'll about do it. Thank you for joining us for this week's podcast. As always, you'll be listening to this on a Wednesday.
This week we have Devin,
Shit.
Jonathan, Javon, and some other dude.
Trey is his name.
That's what we've heard.
I'm glad we introduced ourselves at the end.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll just move that to the front. I'm not gonna do that. That's too much work.
Almost gonna be double digits.
Yeah. I don't know if we ever made it to double digits with our last one.
No, we only got like 4 or 5
No, but
actual ones.
well, we had like mini ones as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we want to count those, we probably did make it. So